Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sue on Chat to Sue, a channel where we talk about things that we really need to talk about. Could be with our children, our parents, society as a whole. The topic today is very deep. It's not about religion. It's not about politics. It's about who we are and the journey that each and every one of us need to take. But it begins with healing, right? What I've learned is that we are duality. So we have the dark side that we don't want to deal with. We have the light side that we see on Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere else, right? Now, somebody came into my WhatsApp and say, look, I'm going through this and I need to understand something. I saw one of your videos that I've done a long time ago about an awakening, right? Right now, our world or our universe is awakening. It's awakening to the truth, right? Everything that is happening is becoming revealed. Corruption, a crime, everything else that is not good. It is exposed now. Like, for an example, if you are living with a narcissist, if you are living with a cruel person, if you are living with a good person, if you are living with uh, a any personality, right? Anything that is there is being revealed. If you're living with a narcissist, the narcissist becomes worse. Look at the action. If you are living with a cruel person, everything is being revealed. The cruelty of them is being revealed. If you are living with a good person, that goodness in them is shining, right? So everything is revealed. Doesn't matter what it is revealed. The truth is revealed of that specific person or event or whatever, right? Look at the world now. The world is revealing its truth, right? For an example, look at our country, the crime, the corruption, whatever that's bad that's happening, and whatever that's good that's happening, it is being revealed. If there is a good thing that's coming, it's being revealed. Bad things, it just becomes revealed as well. Look at the president of the United States. Who he truly is being revealed, right? Now, who you are is your own journey, right? It's not the identity that my name is Sue. That's not who I am. That's the name I was given at birth, right? Who I am, it's within me. If I don't heal who I am, whatever it is will be revealed, right? And I need to heal whatever it is I'm seeing, right? If it's bad, if it doesn't resonate with who I am, right? When we were staying with my dad, the cruelty of him was revealed in so many ways, right? But I needed to look at the lessons in all of that, right? There was one time he woke me up at 5 a.m. in the morning. It was freezing, and he wanted me to wash his car. They didn't know anything about washing the car, but I learned, and that's the skill I still have today. Now I wash my own car, right? He left us one day without light. I had to learn to put the globe, right? I needed to learn to paint the house. I needed to learn to put a stand because he was never there, right? But I look at those skills now, I'm using them and I'm like, so those were the lessons. Yes, he was very cruel at how he was teaching me, but I learned them and I'm using them in my life now. They are some sort, so I took those bad things and I turned them into my blessings. My kids now know how to wash a car. My kids know how to put a globe. My kids now know how to paint the house. All those skills, they are now blessings too. So you look at the lesson in all that. Look at the lesson in our country now. What is happening? What is coming out? The corruption. But how do we deal with that, right? The world, the universe, it is now coming in to show us its true self, right? So yeah, I've got a video here that explains a lot. Carl Jung was, we calling him a doctor of psychology. He was incredible. I think he's passed on now, but I followed him for a very long time. And when I was studying psychology in university, I tried to understand where the mindset of a human being lies, the goodness and the bad, and how we turn that bad into good, how you turn your situation that is so cruel, so bad that you're seeing into your blessing. Look at the lesson in it, right? And use that to turn your situation around, right? And this journey, it is of self. It's your own self. Look at everything and turn it around, right? And please don't take this face value. Don't take anything face value. Research. Find your own truth and say, no, this is my truth. But you need to heal everything else first, because you can't be sitting there and like, oh yeah, I had this dad who was a bully, and I'm not gonna heal that. I'm just gonna use whatever it is and use it against other people, right? That's not healing. That's spreading pain everywhere, right? So thanks to Philosophy of Life for their video. Follow them if you feel this resonate with you. And yeah, let's hear what they're saying.
As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. Carl Jung. When we learn about influential and successful people such as Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, or, say, Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, William Shakespeare, Nelson Mandela, and so on, we often feel a little inadequate. Their lives were so meaningful, how could ours ever compare? The purpose of life, according to Carl Jung, has nothing to do with what you achieve. It has to do with who you are and how you act. According to Jung, the entirety of an individual's being can be described by our psyche, encompassing all our conscious and unconscious aspects. At the center of our consciousness, which is everything we're aware of, is our ego. But there's so much outside of the ego that we don't acknowledge. In the center of our unconscious, meaning everything that's hidden to us, lies our shadow, or our dark side. According to Jung, in our unconscious lies the key to finding our purpose in life. This is because the purpose of your life is not something objective or universal, it's something unique to you. Carl Jung was a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who ended up founding his own school of psychology known as analytical psychology. His philosophy is often referred to as Jungian philosophy. He's also published multiple books, most notably The Psychology of the Unconscious, Man and His Symbols, The Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, Modern Man in Search of a Soul, The Psychology of Transference, Memories, Dreams and Thoughts, and the relations between the ego and the unconscious. In this video, we'll talk about the steps you need to take so that your dark side can reveal your life's purpose, according to the philosophy of Carl Jung. Number 1. Get to know your darkness. Jung says, your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Everyone has a unique meaning and purpose in life, depending on who you are and what you want. As a result, you need to know who you are before you can begin to figure out the purpose of your life. Many people believe they know themselves well. You might think you're familiar with your traits, strengths, weaknesses, and desires, so you might be tempted to dive straight into finding your life's purpose. However, in order to truly know yourself, you have to do what Jung called self-realization. Each person is made up of both conscious and unconscious parts, the aspects of ourselves we're aware of, and those we're not. The shadow, or our dark side, is the hidden part of our unconscious that holds repressed desires, emotions, and traits. For instance, your shadow might contain feelings of laziness, envy, or anger, as well as hobbies or interests that you're ashamed of or wish you'd outgrown. Because the shadow resides in the unconscious, you're often unaware of what's in it. These traits have been repressed and ignored for so long that they no longer surface in your thoughts. Instead, you tend to over-identify with your persona, the role you unconsciously play to be liked or appreciated by others. This persona acts like a mask you wear when interacting with the world, and you may have multiple masks for different situations. Reintroducing yourself to your shadow requires genuine effort. Engaging in shadow work, or getting to know your dark side as Jung called it, involves regularly stepping back and reflecting on your behavior, thoughts, and feelings in daily life. This could be done through journaling or meditation. Ask yourself, why did I act the way I did? Did it feel authentic? Why or why not? What was my initial instinct in a given situation? How would I feel if the roles were reversed? It's about interrogating yourself as if you were questioning someone else. Jung emphasized that getting to know your shadow doesn't mean identifying with it. You don't have to define yourself by the traits you usually hide. For example, if your shadow houses anger, you don't need to see yourself as an angry person. Instead, simply acknowledge these traits' existence. Recognize and accept that they're a part of you. Another way your hidden shadow traits often surface is through judgment of others. The traits or behaviors you despise in others are often the ones you fear in yourself. This is called projection. So, whenever you find yourself angry at or irritated by someone else's behavior, take a moment to ask, do I ever exhibit this tendency? If not, why not? Could this be a shadow trait of mine? According to Jung, those who harshly judge selfishness often repress their own selfish thoughts, and those intolerant of impatience in others may be battling their own impatient tendencies. By taking time each day to sit down, perhaps journal, and ask yourself these probing questions, you begin to bring the unconscious into consciousness, truly getting to know yourself. It's important to continue doing shadow work regularly. As you change, there's always more.
Wow. May we live in interesting times. That's what the Chinese are saying. These are interesting times. The video that I've made, please note that it's longer than what I have placed. I will put the whole thing on the description below if you want to watch it. Thank you so much for supporting me. I hope you have learned something, and I hope you will go do your own research, right, and find out really what is going on now on earth. But I am sending you so much love and light. Till we meet again. See you soon. Bye-bye.